All right, welcome everybody to today's community meeting. This is our last community meeting of the year, so happy early holidays. Hope everybody has a nice relaxing break. Not too many updates to share, mostly just a number of new releases for our infrastructure and clients. A community member found a denial of service vector for Fulcio and the TSA. With parsing a credential that is too long, and that has been maliciously crafted. We've issued 2 new releases for the TSA and for Fulcio to resolve that. We're bumping client versions as well, but this should not impact the clients. Technically, yeah, I don't think this should impact the client because this is just with server-side parsing. We also have cut 2 releases of note. I don't believe we announced this last time, but Sigstore Java had its second major release. So there's now a v2.0. This includes support for Recore v2, some internal API refactoring, support for signing and verifying DISIs in conformance with some of the other clients as well. So very, very excited for that. And then, as you may know, we've been working on a new revision of Cosign. There were some significant changes to how bundles were stored in OCI. This support has been added to the core sign and verify commands, but there were a bunch of other commands, some of which we weren't even aware of, that were in Cosign that did not get updated. We have been working through that list, so thank you to anyone who has contributed or filed issues for things that need to get fixed. We've cut a new patch release that resolves most of the bugs. There's just a few more that we're aware of for less frequently used commands, and we'll release a new version soon probably meaning after the holidays. If you find any more issues, please do post them. And then we have a new release of the Sigstore utility library. Sorry about the breaking API change. That caused a much larger downstream effect than expected. But the latest version of Sigstore should have resolved that. And then we've cut new releases of the services to include that as well. So that should hopefully be all resolved at this point. And if you're a user of the public infrastructure, we every holiday announce a code freeze so that the infrastructure should be stable. There should not be any outages, both for our on-call and for anyone who is using the public instance. This should make things nice and stable. We'll start our code freeze probably the end of this week, and then it'll be in place for 2 weeks until the start of the new year on, what would that be, January 5th. I think it's about it for updates. Is there anything anyone would like to discuss?
I have a couple of things.
Sure.
One is we'll be at KubeCon in Amsterdam for our pre-KubeCon event, which is the Open Source Security Con. I believe the CFP has been closed for a while, but the schedule I don't think will come out either until the end of this month, but probably after the new year. So we'll have a booth at KubeCon, and I will put out a call after our holidays, after everything's back for the holidays, to see if anyone's around and wants to, help out on booth duty and show some Sigstore demos or anything like that. And then in an effort to better support OpenSSF community for like events and DevRel and ambassador program efforts, I just pasted in a Google form that we're kind of trying to figure out where people are around the globe so that we can better support them in their region. So if you are up for filling out that survey, I did put that into the Sigstore general Slack channel, and I can paste it in here too if you'd like, Hayden.
That'd be great. Yeah, please do.
That's all for me. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope everyone is able to take some time off and enjoy themselves.
Awesome. Thanks for that update, Stacy. Is there anything else anyone would like to discuss? We always leave this last part of the meeting for any other business or say hi if you're new to the community.
Yeah, I'll just say hi. I'll introduce myself. New joiner over on the GitHub side with the package security team. So I talked to Zach. He sent me the invite. I thought I'd just swing by, see what's happening, introduce myself. Obviously, with the holidays, I know things are maybe a little slow right now, but excited to get to know y'all.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Eric. Really excited to get to work with you. If you'd like to come say hi in some other meetings, there is a Golang meeting, I think that Zach attends as well, later this week, where we'll probably talk about Cosign and some of the efforts in the Go library as well.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll look out for that on my calendar. And then
Awesome.
I'm in Washington D.C. So if I can be of any help, obviously I don't know too much at the moment, but in future times, if I can be of any help, happy to.
Stacy.
Sorry, I forgot one more thing. The Bear Working Group is going to be hosting the mentorship program again next year. We're not sure on the exact timing yet, but wasn't sure the best way to kind of reach out and see if anyone from Sigstore would be interested in being a mentor and being part of the mentorship program. I don't know if we should just show up at another meeting and kind of talk about it a little bit more or what.
The TSC meeting, and I guess Eric, also just so you're aware of this meeting, the TSC meeting might be a good one. There's also one happening this week at 8 a.m. PST on Thursday. That might be good to raise the larger TSC, but feel free to also make a post on the community repo. I think would probably be the best one.
Okay.
I know we've
Cool.
we did Google Summer of Code a while ago. I assume this is a different setup, but we'd want buy-in from at least one of the projects and someone, I assume, looking for some development, having probably a well-scoped project. Is that what you'd be looking for?
Yeah, exactly. So very similar, but we're the ones helping host it instead of Google. Yeah, exactly.
Is there an application process for anybody who wants to be mentored?
There is. We don't have it ready for next year yet. But I know that they ran a really successful program this past year. And I think they're just trying to see who might even be interested in being a mentor next year, just so they can have a list. I think there were 2 projects, and they had a total of 3 mentors that they or mentees that they menteed throughout the process. So.
Well, I can't speak to my own time yet, but I can say that I off the top of my head, there are a few projects that I think are decently well scoped for somebody who's newer to the community. And I'm assuming this is someone more on the junior side who would be being mentored.
I would imagine so. But again, I think it all depends on who applies. So,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I can think of a few projects. I guess let's see if there's somebody interested in taking on that role.
Fabulous. Okay, great.
Awesome. Well, Eric, welcome to the community. And thank you all for updates, and happy holidays. And I'll see you in the new year.
Sounds good. Happy holidays. Nice to meet you, Eric. Take care.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.